What is up, everybody? This shit here is so hot, man. I'm literally melting, okay? I'm sweating even though I'm not even moving. That's how hot it really is. But anyways, whether it's hot or not, we're going to be making money today. We're already a little bit past 8:30 in that sense, but that's not a big issue. In this little bit of price action, we want to ask ourselves, are we going for the high or for the low in terms of the 50-minute price action? Now, the high of our range is definitely going to be this one, okay? So it's just very internal. The low, and I'm actually glad that we're having this kind of example, because a lot of the times it is going to be something like this. You're having this kind of price action, and well, it's just basically very easy to tell this is the high, this is the low, and then you want to ask ourselves, are we going for that low or for the high? What is the question? That is pretty much the entire question about it. But when you're having price action like in this, well, you can already see it, but I tried to simplify it for you. We're going lower, and we have basically taken out another low, so a break of structure. Then this is pretty obvious. That's going to be the high that we're looking out for, but where's the low? Is it going to be this one? No, it's not going to be this one. In that case, what we need to do is basically delete everything, 134 time frame, and see if we have some kind of target that we could be targeting, okay? In that case, we could be looking out for this low, or let's go into the 1 hour time frame. Is there going to be some kind of swing high? Not really. And also, just in general, you want to go into the daily time frame. Watch out for that. Is it more likely that we're just going to continue the movement lower, or are we going to be having some reversal type of fuckery? But I personally believe that we could even see some reversals, to be honest. The reason for that is pretty much because we have already been trading onto the upside heavily, but this is more so going to depend on what is going to happen internally. What I like to see on the 1 minute time frame is, at least today, go for a very quick scalp. 1 minute time frame, we have basically already had our liquidity rate, and you can even see all of this as liquidity rate. So we're just going to be waiting this out a little bit longer. And from this point on, once we get a candle higher, like some really good movement, then I'm going to be taking this onto the upside for potentially this high, or even this high, depending on where this is just going to land and how it's going to look. But for now, we really just have to wait. What I can tell you guys, this, I don't know what it is for you where you live, but this entire heat, right? The summer is just really crazy, and every summer is getting worse and worse. And the reasons are for that, I don't really care, to be honest. What I really just care about is that it's just hot as hell, man. Oh, we're already starting to see the movement. That's what I like to see. Let's see if we're going to be closing it. Oh, wait, let me pull it out. We're going to be market ordering in. Not okay. You see, if I would have gone in there, this would have been a mistake straight up, because you see the candle is going higher, and at this point in time you'd be thinking, nah man, there's only like 4 seconds left, I'm already entered. But that's the mistake. You'd be thinking, just because there's a couple of seconds left, and I get it, psychologically it makes sense. If there's only a couple of seconds left, then the likelihood of us just basically reversing is quite low, but it can happen. So we're not going to be taking a trade yet. We're going to be waiting this out instead, okay? We need a candle. If it would have closed in here, that would have been the buy right there, take profit probably in here, stop loss anywhere in here. This will be something like that. But since we haven't seen that, we have to wait longer, okay? So just don't get stressed out in these kinds of scenarios. Like, it's very important. A forming candle is not the full truth. A forming candle is basically like somebody that is doing a job, but he hasn't done the job yet. So you should also not congratulate them for that, because they have not done the job yet. It's not finished, and only when the job is finished, so when the candle has closed, from this point on, yes, you can be taking a trade. But let's just see what is going to happen. And yeah, right now we're trading lower. We're taking out some internal liquidity. Let me see. Yes, this has been taken out. So yeah, we're just trading lower, taking out liquidity once again. And once we're going to see some candle like this, or even 2 candles, depending on how it's going to look like, then we're going to take our buy order. But for now, we just have to chill out, man. All right, we're starting to see some volume. Let's see if this is going to be the candle, but not really. It has to break a high, so I'm not going to get too excited. Okay, I'm probably going to be taking a trade if this closes bullish, because then it's enough for me. We have taken out liquidity internally, so basically internally, if you want it like that, because the first internally is going to be the 50-minute, then the second internally is pretty much just going to be everything that we have just seen, so this one, and then internally once again it's going to be this one. So internally, you get what I'm saying? It sounds more complicated and confusing than it actually actually is in reality. So yeah, this basically has happened, and I really like to see that for now. Let's see how this goes for sure. For sure. But again, you know, it has to break through a high and then I'm confident, but I can also take it prematurely sometimes. Not always, sometimes. I know you guys just want to see the trade. Most of you guys, and shout out to everybody who has not skipped all the way through the trade yet, right? When I'm taking it. So most guys, they're just there when I'm taking the trade and when the trade has played out. That's the mistake. That's why you are unprofitable. That is the exact same reason why you haven't made it yet, because you only want to see the exciting shit. You don't want to see something that actually helps you. You don't want to be profitable, to be honest, man. Like, you don't want to be profitable, okay? You're only looking out for when I'm doing the trade, and also when the trade has played out. I mean, at this point, just stop trying. Just stop trying, man. Like, it's really just for no reason that you're trying this, because you don't want to be profitable. You don't want to be profitable. Listen to this. But for everybody that is watching right now, let me give you the exact information. Look, we have basically been trading onto the upside with this entire movement. And so the regular person would already take a long in here, if not even in here. Well, but my criteria hasn't met yet. It has to be either a swing high that has been taken out, or it's going to be at least like 2 or 3 more candles that are just trading bullishly on the upside. Then I could be taking a trade. This would have been a loss already. Well, okay, you could have been taking the trade something like this. This could be a potential trade opportunity, and then maybe from here it's going to run. But that was already the mistake, okay? You are already putting yourself in a position where, maybe I should have taken this. Maybe I shouldn't have not taken this. And you don't want to be in that kind of position. You always want to be, yes, I want to take that bitch, man. That's how you want to be. You don't want to be, you know, like, maybe yes, maybe no. No, man, you need to be confident. Yo, man. Just woke the fuck up, man. I'm telling you. Basically, we had that entire movement higher, and I basically already missed the original move, which could be somewhere in here. Okay, let's just enter right now, so we're not going to be missing anything further. The original move would be somewhere in here that we could have been taken, and then stop loss below in here, and then from there on it would just be running. But yeah, I was just sleeping, but it's okay. So we're going to be aiming for some internally, perhaps even for the 15-minute high, but let's just see how this goes. Okay, we're starting to see some movement. This is a rough one. This is a rough one, man. Come on, man. Why are you doing this? Don't do this to me. No. Man, this is going to get really rough, man. This is going to get really rough. I think we might have to close it. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. We have already been making so much money. It happens. Yo, what's up, everybody? It's me from the future. I mean, actually, just a couple of minutes. I forgot that even though we have taken a loss, that doesn't mean that we should not be doing our homework. We're still going to be doing our homework. Let me copy this real quick. We're going to be adding a trade. So just go to our trade library, add the trade. There we go. Now we have pasted it in. The entry price was in here. What it basically does after that, we don't really care, okay? This is also a part of journaling, which basically personally helps me. Even though I'm seeing, you know, I was basically right on the direction we are trading on to the upside. No, we're not going to be re-entering. We were sharp. The setup quality was a B, was not good. It could be better, and yeah, from this point on we're basically done with it, I would say. Wait, this was a long, and it was a SL hit. Okay, there we go. Yeah, okay, so it's a 1k loss. We have made significant of gains so far. Let me add this. So this is basically what we have so far. We have only taken like 2 losses like ever since, but yeah, that's pretty much it with the video. Thank you guys for watching, and see you on the next one.